my god, you guys, I have breaking news. It looks like DeafNoodles is suing Keemstar. Oh my god, this is like from some old tea that happened like a year ago, but he's suing him. He's coming for blood. And here's what Def had to say, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go over the court documents with you the best that I can. I am no Emily D. Baker, but I will give it my best. So let's roll what DeafNoodles had to say about this. Roll it.
Anyway, folks, as you read in the title of the video, I am suing Keemstar. Now, for those of you who started following me recently and are not aware, nearly 1 year ago, Keemstar knowingly published false and defamatory allegations against me. He claimed I groomed numerous underage girls. Keemstar has since confessed twice to fabricating these allegations to punish me. He has never officially retracted these allegations, nor has he ever corrected them. These allegations have caused me great harm socially and professionally. I am now suing him to clear my name of these false allegations and to hold him accountable for knowingly making false accusations. And now a palate cleanser.
So the actual claims for this lawsuit are actually really serious. Apparently Keem had accused DeafNoodles of like doing things with underage girls, very James Charles stuff. And, you know, that's actually not a really cool claim to make. And according to these papers, which we're going to go over in a second, Keem did this as a joke to mock DeafNoodles because he had allegedly been making a lot of claims against people for doing this, and they actually weren't doing it. This stuff messing with children, very James Charles stuff. I'm going to refer to it as the James Charles in this video just because I think that's kind of funny. All right, but let's get into the documents. Here we go. All right, here we have the first page of the lawsuit. It's page 1 of 9. It says Dennis's name here versus Daniel M. Keem. Keem is the defendant. Dennis is the plaintiff. And it says plaintiff Dennis, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. Plaintiff DeafNoodles, through his attorneys, complains of the defendant Daniel M. Keem or Keemstar as follows. And it says this action arises out of the defendant's entirely fabricated statements that underage girls accused plaintiff of grooming plaintiff's victim, which gave the clear implication that plaintiff was engaged in the James Charles activities or was the subject of accusations of engaging in the James Charles grooming. Defendant has since admitted these were complete fabrications. And then it just describes the parties and where they reside. This next page is basically talking about what DeafNoodles is suing Keemstar for, and he's suing him for $75,000, and that's like including all of the stuff that he lost and like other stuff that, you know, people add on when they're suing somebody. And then it says the background of the case is plaintiff is a popular YouTube personality who posts content under the name DeafNoodles. Plaintiff also posts on his Twitter and other social media accounts. Defendant is a popular YouTube personality who posts content under the name Keemstar. Defendant also posts on his Twitter and other social media accounts. And plaintiff and defendant are direct competitors in the social media influencer industry. On May 21st, 2021, on his verified Twitter account, defendant posted the following tweet of and concerning plaintiff, the tweet. And the tweet says, DeafNoodles has allegedly groomed girls from ages 12 to 15. Big YouTuber source. Victims are scared of him and wish to stay anonymous, but may come forward soon. Hashtag drama alert. And then Keemstar followed up with this. DeafNoodles has declined to give us a comment on these allegations made against him. And then it says, these statements were complete and utter fabrications. There were no allegations by any girls, underage or not, that the plaintiff had groomed them or otherwise engaged in inappropriate content of a nature. Moreover, contrary to defendant's false claims, neither defendant nor anyone acting on defendant's behalf made any attempt to seek comment on the fabricated allegations. To the contrary, defendant blocked plaintiff on Twitter, ensuring he would have no ability to publicly respond to defendant's fabricated claims. Those who read and commented on the tweet clearly understood it as stating actual verifiable facts about plaintiff. For example, the next day on May 22nd, 2021, a user with the Twitter handle, girl, Memelin, responded to the tweet and stated, showing them girls his little noodles. Another user with the handle Chris MCYT posted, so DeafNoodles might be a James Charles, and that's my abbreviation for this word that I can't say on YouTube. Plaintiff also received direct messages and tweets asking him to comment on the false allegations in the tweet and expressing that they understood the tweet to make the accusation that plaintiff was the subject of allegations of grooming underage girls for sex and was involved in James Charles stuff. The day of the tweet, a user with the Twitter handle AlyssaXXY tweeted, "Hopefully MSM, or what I perceive as mainstream media, picks up on this. Can't have another James Charles running around this platform." Other tweets called for an official investigation and to believe the victims. But the truth was, there was nothing to investigate and there were no victims, not even alleged ones. And defendant knew this, yet he allowed his lies to spread like wildfire around social media while remaining silent. Although plaintiff tried to defend himself on his own accounts, his social media following was not as broad as defendant's. His efforts were not able to ameliorate, the harm done by defendant's malicious disinformation campaign. As such, plaintiff's reputation was injured per se because of false accusations of criminal conduct. Plaintiff suffered a per se reputational injury as a result of the false and defamatory tweet. Apparently realizing that he was going to be sued for defamation, defendant then engaged in an ill-fated and thinly veiled attempt to peremptorily, argue that the tweet everyone understood as a legitimate report regarding plaintiff's victims of sex crimes. On February 5th, 2022, he tweeted a confession wherein he admitted that the tweet was a total fabrication. The confession. And this tweet says, "Don't you remember he kept posting nonstop fake James Charles style stories on YouTubers, so I posted this tweet to mock him. In May 2021, everyone knows this is a joke that I'm mocking him, but now he's taking it completely out of context, acting like it's a serious allegation." And then he replied to his own tweet also with like a clip saying, "DeafNoodles has declined to give us a comment on these allegations made against him." So after seeing responses to the tweet taking it seriously, defendant, nearly 8 months later, issued the confession claiming everyone knew it was a joke. But defendant knew that people did not read it as a joke, as evidenced by responses to the tweet. Defendant did nothing to clarify or correct that false statements in the tweet until many months later after the damage had been done. Not only that, but in the confession, defendant doubled down on the false claim that the plaintiff had declined to comment to defendant on the false allegations. In doing so, defendant left open the possibility that plaintiff's failure to address the quote-unquote joke allegations might mean perhaps that there was a kernel of truth to the false allegations. Although defendant's confession was a jailhouse lawyer attempt at immunizing himself from liability for defamation, in reality, it constitutes conclusive evidence of his actual malice as to the truth of the tweet. Plaintiff now brings this action to recover actual compensatory and exemplary punitive damages against defendant. Okay, so those things I just read were what happened, and now I'm not going to read all of this because it's basically saying the entire thing again, but kind of wording it as to the reasons that DeafNoodles is in fact suing Keemstar. So I'm not going to read those again for you, but as you see, guys, it looks like DeafNoodles is suing Keemstar because he made these allegations of him with underage girls or doing all these very James Charles-like things to underage girls on social media in May 2021. I didn't really remember this happening, but I guess it totally could have. At this time, Keemstar has responded, and let me show you his response. This is his response right here. You guys, I can't take this guy seriously. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be taking the lawsuit seriously either. I don't know. What do you guys think about this response? What do you guys think about the entire lawsuit, actually? Do you think that DeafNoodles has a case? Do you think that Keemstar is going to get this dismissed? Like, let me know what you think they're going to settle out of court. I'd love to know what you guys think about all this drama in the comment section down below, so let me know your thoughts on everything. And that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down below for you to choose from, so I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.